welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well today. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie Jade and I post videos over here at least 3 times a week, but we are now at the beginning of Vlogmas, which is so exciting to say. I've been so excited for Vlogmas. I wasn't sure if I was definitely going to go ahead with it and do it, but since October it went so well, I decided, you know what, let's do it, let's go ahead with it. So I'm very excited about that. But today I have a very exciting video. And today I'm going to be testing out Kylie Cosmetics for the first time. This is going to be a first impressions. I'm going to be putting it on my face, seeing what it looks like, how it lasts, all sorts of things like that. If you guys want to see this, make sure you stick around. Let's get straight on with today's video. Do not forget to like, subscribe and comment, and let's get started. So I've already done my base, I've done primer, foundation, bit of concealer, and then I've done a little bit on my eyes because I don't actually have any eye products by Kylie yet. I actually used my brand new R.E.M. palette by Ariana. This is the Baby Doll palette, and honestly, it is beautiful. So if you haven't tried this out yet, or if you haven't actually seen this yet, I have done a full video reviewing this collection, so make sure you do check that out. But today's video is going to be focused all on Kylie. I have loved Kylie since probably Kardashian started. I was a little bit late to the whole Kardashian trend. I was a little bit late to that, but I have always been obsessed with her. I love her makeup. I love everything she stands for. I love her. I think she's really cool. So I have been dying to get my hands on Kylie Cosmetics for a while now. So they finally brought them to stores in the UK recently, and I was so excited about that. And I am super excited to also try out her new formula, which is clean, vegan, cruelty-free, all of those kind of things. So I'm very excited to try that out. So this is my Kylie Cosmetics little bag. It says Kylie Jenner on the front, and it is in her signature pink and black, which I love. I decided to go for more like full face products so we could give them a little bit of a better review. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the products first, go through them a little bit, do some swatches, bit of a first impressions, and then we're actually going to use them properly and try them out and see what they're like. So the first one that I've got is the Kylie blush. This is what the packaging looks like. Classic Kylie from her old lip kits with the drizzle down the front. It says Kylie Jenner on the front. I absolutely love the packaging. It's so pink and so pretty. This side shows you what the shade looks like, which I think is quite nice for when you're shopping. You can see what the shade's like, and it tells you the shade number. So on the website you can get the blush in 9 different shades. In the store there was only, I think, about 7 different shades available, but this one definitely looks a little bit of me. This looks like a really nice shade. This was £18, so definitely a lot more high-end than I would normally go for, but let's see if it's worth it. So on the inside of the packaging you can see these little lip imprints, and these have got the dripping effect just like in her Kylie lip kits. So let's open this up. This is shade 335 Baddie on the Block, and this is what the packaging looks like. Very basic but very classy. It's got a metallic chrome that says Kylie on the front in her classic pink packaging, and it just tells you a little bit about it on the back. So I just want to open this up and see what it looks like on the inside, because I genuinely haven't swatched these. I haven't even opened these yet, and I've had these for about 3 weeks. I have been so excited for it, but I wanted to save it all for the video for you all. So this is what it looks like when I open it up. It's got a lovely mirror inside with a pink little Kylie on it, and it's actually got this really nice kind of dripping effect protective sheet on it. Probably won't end up keeping this, but it is really nice for kind of like the visuals. I want to say aesthetics, but I feel like I'm just going to be saying that wrong. So this is what the shade looks like, which I think is quite pink. It's probably a little bit darker than what I'd normally go for, but it was the shade that I feel like suited me the most out of those that I saw. So I'm just going to do a little swatch of this. The packaging genuinely feels quite sturdy and quite strong, which that's the kind of thing you want when you buy more of a high-end product. So that is a swatch of my finger. Ooh, that's actually quite nice. That's a really gentle one. It's quite nicely pigmented, but it's got quite a gentle kind of formula. Like, it's quite buildable. So that's the swatch on the back of my hand, which is like quite a nice, subtle kind of pink sun-kissed look. So I'll move on to the next one now, which is a highlight. This is the one that I'm most excited for, and it is called Ice Me Out. And let me just correct myself. This is the Kylighter, not the highlighter. She's done this with so many different products like the Kai Brow Pencil, Kyliner, and I'm sorry, but I love that. I really love that. So this is in the shade 20, and the packaging on the outside is exactly the same. It's got a bit of a swatch to show you what the actual colour looks like. On the back and on the inside, it's exactly the same as the other one. I do love that they're all the same. They're kind of branded and you look at them and you know, yeah, that's Kylie. But there's also part of this I actually probably could have been a little bit more creative with it. I do love the fact that in all of her like seasonal, like her Christmas collections, things like that, she's gone a lot more out there with the packaging and with the products. So I do understand and I do like that these are all the same. They're all kind of like styled, branded, all their own. Just maybe if they had something else somewhere that made it stand out a little bit more. I don't know. I love the packaging. I love the chrome effect on it. That might just be me. Just if I had all of these in my drawer that just say it like this, I wouldn't be able to tell which product's which. So maybe something on the front saying highlight or something, but it does look really classy and really, really pretty. So I feel like you can't lose no matter what you do with these palettes. So again, exactly the same packaging on the outside for this. This one doesn't have a drippy kind of cover, but it has an imprint which is very detailed, and wow, this doesn't look like a highlight at the moment, but we'll do a swatch really soon. But if you can see up close, it literally says Kylie imprinted diagonally across, and this is genuinely beautiful. Like, it's really creative and it looks really, really pretty too. Again, little Kylie on the mirror and a lovely size mirror. So I want to swatch this, but I'm so worried about ruining the nice little imprint. If I'm honest, this is a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be quite crumbly, but it's been really smooth. So I'm just going to swatch that on my hand. Ooh, that is beautiful there. It's got a really nice kind of sheen to it. It's really pretty. It does seem quite subtle. It seems less pigmented a bit. I don't know, I feel like it's less shimmery and it's just kind of like a nice glow. Like on my hand, that's a really pretty glow there, but I'm not sure. We'll see how it blends into my skin anyway. So the third item that I bought is the Kylie Pressed Bronzing Powder. Exactly the same packaging on the outside. And then it shows you here, this is what the shade is supposed to be. And this is the shade 300. So I forgot to mention that the highlight comes in 8 different shades. That's a little bit less than the blushes. But for the bronzers, it only comes in 6 shades. That's a little bit of a difference. But they do have quite a nice range of shades. So I feel like there is definitely something in there for everybody. So when I actually open up this packaging, this is in the shade Toasty. Exactly the same packaging on the outside. And then when I open it up, this gorgeous little pink compact again. Still says Kylie Jenner on the front. And then when I open it up, it's got one of those dripping protecting sheets again. And I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love this. I might have to keep this just because it is so cute. And I feel like it is just signature Kylie. It did just fall straight out, but it's really, really cute. So again, lovely size mirror. And this is what it looks like. I wanna do a swatch of this because it looks like a really nice shade. It's like a really warm shade. That's what it looks like on my finger. So you can see it's a little bit darker. And then if I just swatch it on my hand, I'm starting to run out of room. It's quite a nice, subtle, warm one. I feel like that's going to blend really nicely. But I'll have to see anyway. So I just want to start and put all these to use because I've waited so long to test these. And I just want to sit and just play with them now. So I'm going to go in first with the bronze. And I actually do use bronzer as contour quite a lot of the time. I either use bronze or I use contour. I don't use them both. So we're going to go in with this one first. And I'm going to use Real Techniques brushes today because they're my favourite and they are all that I've got out after the move. So I'm using the Sculpture brush by Real Techniques, and as I said before, this is in the shade Toasty. So I'm just going to grab some of this onto my brush. It's my favourite brush for using contour or any sort of bronze. I'm start to apply this on. Ooh, okay. Sometimes you apply a bronze or a contour and you put a little bit on and you're like, oh my god, what am I going to do? There is so much there and it is not blendable at all. This one is nicely pigmented so you can actually see it's there, but it's not too pigmented that it blows up and you then don't know what to do with it. So I'm going to start applying a little bit to the other side. Okay, I'm not going to lie, so far I do like this shade. It isn't as pigmented as I thought it was going to be, but I have only used a small amount of product and I would rather it be like a medium level of pigment rather than really, really high. So I'm just going to do a little bit on my jawline there. I'm going to go over and blend it all properly at the end anyway. Okay, so far I really like this. I do like this so far. So I did forget to mention the price of these. The price of the bronze was £20, which if this wasn't Kylie, I would not pay £20 for a bronze. And the highlight was £25, which I would never ever pay £25 for a highlight. So I hope this is a good highlight, because that's a lot of money. So in total, this was around £63, which wasn't the cheapest makeup haul I've ever done by getting 3 products, but it is more of a high-end one, so I thought it'd be good to give it a go. And I've wanted to try Kylie Cosmetics for the longest time. So far, I'm actually really impressed with that. I don't know if I'm £20 worth of impressed, but I'm impressed. So now my bronze is pretty much all applied. I'm going to use another brush just to blend it out a little bit. I literally look like I've already got highlight on, but it's just because it's like quite a dewy and quite a moisturising foundation. So I'm just using a multitasking brush from Real Techniques just to get a nice blend in all of this. Make it look a little bit softer and a little bit more kind of blended in. I feel like this side of my face doesn't always want to work with me, and it's because I get like a really dry patch like here, and I don't know why, but it's always this one bit here. This side of my face is always so much better, but I do sometimes get like a dry patch just here, and then whenever I get like any contour or bronze or anything on it, like even blush on it, it just sticks to that dry patch and just doesn't want to blend out as well. So that isn't anything to do with the product, that's just my skin disliking me today. So far, I'm actually really impressed with this product. I do really like it. I feel like I definitely went for the right shade for me. Do I like it for £20? All honesty, probably not, but that is just because it's out of my personal price range. People that have got more disposable income, go buy it, buy the whole collection. But for me personally, because I don't have as much money, I wouldn't say I would definitely go out and run out to stores to buy it again right now. This will last me a while though, so I'm pretty happy with it. I'm definitely glad I bought it. This is the Pressed Bronzing Powder 300 Toasty. For anyone wanting to know, absolutely obsessed with the packaging, everything about it. I do love this. I love the kind of warm tone it's given me and how well it's blended in. Like, it's actually really, really pretty bronze. So next I'm going to go in with the blush, and like I said, this one was the 335 Baddie on the Block. And I'm just going to tap into this. We did a little swatch earlier on, and it looks like to be quite a nice natural sun-kissed colour. I'm using the Expert Face Brush by Real Techniques. I'm just going to start to apply some of this. Ooh, okay, okay. I really, really like this. This is really, really pretty. Okay, that is definitely the absolute perfect shade that I could have chosen. This is beautiful. Okay, now this, I really, really like this. So I'm just building this up a little bit. I don't want to apply too much because I'd rather apply little bits, blend it out, add little bits more, blend it out again, rather than apply a load and then not being able to blend it because I've just applied too much. But this so far is beautiful. It's such a gorgeous shade. It's a really nice, natural kind of glowy sun-kissed look. I'm just trying to make it a little bit more even. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. I'm just going to do a little swipe, just add me a little bit more colour, make me look a little bit more alive. And then going to just blend it in a little bit more with another brush, just to make sure it's a bit more seamless. Again, this dry patch here is really annoying because it does not want to blend, but skin will be skin. My skin just didn't want me to film today apparently. Okay, I love that blush so much. I feel like it gave a really, really pretty kind of golden glow, like I've just been in the sun. It's so pretty. So now for the Kylighter. I have been ridiculously excited to test this out. It has been 3 weeks. This has sat in the Kylie bag for 3 weeks. I'm genuinely impressed with myself right now. So I've got a couple of different brushes that I want to use. A little reminder of what it looks like with the beautiful imprint. So I'm going to use a fan brush. I'm going to be using my setting brush by Real Techniques. And I may end up using another one, but that's what we're going to go with for now. My ultimate favourite brush to go for with highlight is definitely my setting brush by Real Techniques. I just feel like it's a really, really good shape. And it's just got a really, really nice kind of fluffy end to it. So I'm just going to start here. I'm just going to start applying this. This is beautiful. That's absolutely gorgeous. Like, this is genuinely a stunning highlight. Okay, I thought it was going to be nice, but I did not think it was going to be this nice. Like, this is absolutely flawless. It is blending in so fast and so flawlessly. I genuinely am obsessed. This may be like my new favorite highlight. It might be a little bit too white for me. I used to go for like a really bright white highlight, and now I'm going for more like a champagne-y kind of colour, like a bit of a, more of a golder highlight, like a mixture between the white and the gold. This does look quite gold in the pan, but then if you look at it compared to how it's on the face, it's a lot more champagne. It kind of has a bit of a duochrome with a little bit of pink in it, I think, but that might just be because it might have mixed in with my blush. I'm going to apply a little bit down the centre of my nose. I'm genuinely blown away by this. I would pay £25 for this highlight. I would pay £25 for this, 1,000,000%. I think it's blended in so flawlessly, and it genuinely looks so beautiful. I do sometimes struggle trying to get highlights to actually blend in. Like, sometimes you get them on your face, you can see the highlight, but it's just kind of like a chunk of highlight on your face and it doesn't really match, and it doesn't look like it actually fits there and belongs there. I'm just tapping in with my fan brush. This is just a Kylie Cosmetics fan brush, nothing special, just a brush that's a fan. This is actually not even damaged, any of that where it says Kylie on it, any of that imprint. It all looks to be purely intact still, which is insane. Usually things like that get damaged in like the first use. So I'm just applying other bits of highlight to my face because I'm obsessed with this highlight, so I'm going to apply it everywhere. I'm going to do a little bit on my brow bone there. I may need to dip back in with the other brush because it doesn't seem to want to work. No, it doesn't seem to want to work as well with this brush. I'm going to dip back in with the other one because it has worked, but nowhere near as effective as with my setting brush. I'm just going to go back in with this and just highlight my brow. Ah, there you go. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm genuinely, this is worth the wait. But that's now makes me feel like I just want to go out and buy like so much more of the collection. I really, really wanted one of Kylie's palettes, but I just could not afford one. And the shop that I went to didn't even have any palettes in anyway. I was going to just go in, buy a palette, come out. We didn't have any palettes, so I was like, right, what should I get? I literally spent about 20-25 minutes pondering over the decision of what to buy. I couldn't decide. There was so many gorgeous things. I really, really wanted to try a lip kit, but all of the shades that I was interested in trying were all sold out. So I didn't want to buy a lip kit just for the sake of buying one. I think like £28, which is a lot of money on top of what I'd already spent. So I decided I'll give it a miss for now. I might try one of her Christmas lip kits, or I might just try one when they come back in stock. The one that I want to try the most is definitely Kylie. That's her favourite one, and I don't know, I feel like that's definitely a colour for me. So, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this highlight. It is beautiful. Like, it's genuinely so beautiful. Like, it is blending in so gorgeously. I think this is going to be like my new everyday go-to highlight. It needs to be my Christmas favourites at least. Okay, so I've worked out it definitely doesn't work applying it with a fan brush. Applying with a fan brush for me does not want to work with this product, but applying it with like a regular brush, my setting brush, it's applying absolutely beautifully. So this is just a bit more of an up close of my face. You can see the beautiful highlight. That is just flawless. It's done it on my nose as well. Like, it's just gorgeous. I feel like the product that I was least impressed with had to be the bronzer. It was really, really nice, but I feel like I definitely have dupes of it that would do just as well. It might just be that I didn't get the perfect shade for me. It might be because my skin's a little bit dry at the moment. but for me personally, the bronzer wasn't as impressive. I feel like when my skin is a little less dry, it will blend in a lot nicer. I might need to apply a little bit more products maybe, but I didn't want to end up applying too much. The blush was beautiful. I probably would buy the blush again. Also, they come with so much product in. Like, this highlight will probably last me like the next 2 years, even if I use it as an everyday highlight. Like, there's so much product in here. So it's definitely worth the money. I would definitely buy from Kylie Cosmetics again. So I hope you've all enjoyed this video. If you have, do not forget to smash that thumbs up button. If you guys have tried any of Kylie's cosmetic items before, make sure you let me know down below what you've tried and if it was any good. I hope you've all enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe too. That would mean the absolute world to me if you join our little family. But thank you so much for the support. That is it from me for today, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!